Welcome to Keep On Casting. We're going out of Trade Winds Marina. We've got Coon Schwest as the host. We're going after wahoo. We've got a 2-day tournament. I've got a great crew, and we're going after big money.
So today we're fishing a wahoo tournament, so obviously we're just targeting wahoo, but there's lots of other game fish in this area. Amberjack fishing is awesome. We have lots of snapper, grouper, yellowfin tuna, and blackfin tuna. So there's lots of species to target. Great time to come out here in Louisiana.
So the wahoo tournament has been sponsored by Home of Big Game for the last 4 or 5 years. Now Coon's taking it over. It's a 2-day tournament, usually in April. We got to the Trade Winds Marina. Coon was having the captain's meeting. We all signed up for the wahoo tournament. We headed out after that to go catch wahoo. All right, guys, listen. There's been a change of plans. Instead of a 2-day tournament, it looks like 1. There's some nasty weather coming through tomorrow afternoon, so we need to get out there. We're gonna sleep on the boat, get that early morning bite.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get them.
You know, it's a little bit cold outside.
So we get out there, we have about 4 hours to kill. It was probably 2 in the morning. We caught some nice bait at a rig. We say, man, we got to do something with this. So we decided to grouper fish. We stopped at a rig we know there's some grouper on. Ian dropped down 3 or 4 times, hooked up 3 or 4 times. Those grouper are really hard to get out of the rig. Most of the time you're going to catch them. If you don't feel that bite and hook them quick and bring them up really quick, you're going to lose that grouper.
Corey's hooked up. I think it's a small fish. I don't think it's what we're looking for, but might be a little grouper. We'll see.
So unfortunately, red snapper season is closed. The one big fish we got in the boat that night was red snapper, and it was time to go wahoo fishing.
All right, Bo, we got lucky. We stopped at that first rig and got a bunch of good baits. What you think about going to start catching grouper?
Tugging at my heartstrings, dude. That's what we need to do. We got about 4.5 hours to daylight and we can wahoo fish, so we're gonna burn some bait.
All right. Keep it tight, real hard.
It's early morning. First light, got a nice hook up. Ian's reeling him in, clearing the baits. Got Corey on the gas. Love to hear that reel screaming.
In the boat! Woo! Let's go! Yeah, boy! Woo! That's a hammer, dude. A hammer. A hammer! That's a big... It's the first fish of the day, baby! Woo! Well, he broke a bait, and he was worth it.
When you wahoo fishing in the Gulf, you kind of want to try your best to find some type of structure, whether it be a rig or some type of undulation or dome on the surface of the Gulf. What we do is we try to find those and try to find them in some decent current where some bait's potentially holding. We use a depth finder to try to find bait, see if we can locate the fish, and working up current, down current, and across the tops of the fish, and it gets them irritated enough where they want to strike the baits. Wahoo fishing is either a turn-on bite or it's very slow, so you got to have a lot of patience when you're doing it, and it can be very rewarding. Like I said, it can be very tough at times. So the most important thing is putting yourself in the right place and try to look for fish.
All right, folks, we got some nice fish. Nice morning to be out here. A little bit choppy. We're waiting on some wahoo. We're going to take a commercial break.
Coming up on Keep On Casting.
All right, guys, second hookup of the day. All right, baby.
Woo!
All right, all right.
Living in the South, we all love our outdoor activities. Most skin cancers are caused by too much exposure to the sun. Also try to avoid direct sunlight between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Remember to wear protective clothing and cover your head. Using sunscreen with an SPF above 15 with reapplication every 3 to 4 hours can do wonders. You're smart, have fun, but be safe. Call Grafton Dermatology for a consultation.
In Louisiana, we have some of the best fishing in the world. And in Toledo Bend, we have the best fishing in Louisiana. This 185,000-acre lake was voted the #1 bass lake in the nation for 2 years running. And with dozens of waterfront resorts and marinas, you can stretch out your stay as long as you like, or at least as long as your casting arm holds out. It's true, you can fish pretty much anywhere, but you'll catch fish in Louisiana. Plan your trip to Toledo Bend Lake Country today at louisianatravel.com.
So we fished all night long for grouper, had a few bites. Right at daybreak, we put the lines out. Boom, big knockdown, knocked another swivel off. When that wahoo was coming in the boat, and he kept coming and kept coming, I knew it was a rodeo winner.
Whoa!
So Corey, I like the wahoo fish, but I'm pretty much a shaky bait man. So I know you know all the different methods of wahoo fishing. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely different techniques that we use depending on what kind of presentation we want to make to the fish. Fish are running deep. We like to use downriggers. We don't have any today to show you guys, but you can drop your baits down and try to get a little bit more depth, and the presentation will be a little deeper for the fish. We like to pull surface baits a little bit faster, and a wahoo has the speed to be able to attack a bait fast. And when we fish in an area like we fish in today with a lot of drop-offs and different terrain, it allows to be able to cover all of that area at a good pace, and hopefully be able to find the fish and be able to continue to work them hard. We're not using that technique again today, but it's another way you can catch them.
All right, guys, second hookup of the day. Staying on top like a wahoo, trying to keep steady pressure on him. All we're doing is trolling shaky baits about 6.5 knots. We have some halcos, chrome halcos, some braid marauders. I believe we got a ballyhoo on too, huh, Corey? Islander with ballyhoo. Just staying on top.
Yeah. This way and this way.
All right, baby. Watch it, in the back, in the back. Woo! Good job, guys. All right. Another nice one. Woo, Mama's gonna be happy tonight, boys.
Castin, I didn't realize he was that big. When I pulled him up, I was like, his body's not finishing coming over the side. That's one of the nicer ones we've caught together. We're trying a variety of baits today. We've got some stretch 30s, some bombers, Islanders with ballyhoos, marauders. And what we're doing is we're kind of staggering those baits out with different colors. And we're gonna see what gives us the best success today and try to stick with that. So far, the pink color's been working for us really well this morning. So we're gonna try to stick with pink for a little while and see if we can get a few more fish on it. I'm sure we'll have to switch up throughout the day. We'll do our best. Continue on trucking.
So we just hooked up, but he's fighting weird. He's just kind of sitting on there. I don't know what it is. Not running like a wahoo. We got Ian on the stick, Corey driving. I'm waiting to pull these other ones in. He's fighting? Big foul hook.
Reel that line in. It's a blackfin. You see him? I'm gonna take him out of gear. I'm taking it out of gear. Yep. I'm sorry, bro.
All right. Nice blackie. Give him some slack. That'll make a steak.
I mean, I'm hoping we catch 4 or 5 fish today. I'll be a happy camper if we do. This be a great thing.
Fish on, fish on. Woo. Feeling like a little blackie. All right, guys, another fish on. He's not running like a wahoo, but you never know with these fish.
He's coming to you, Bo. I think he is a wahoo.
Yeah, he is coming to me. Watch his line. Oh, he just swam to me really fast. Now he's shaking his head more.
Shaking his head like a little tune, huh?
Yeah.
A black or wahoo?
Ah, it's a black. Little black ponson.
Little blackie fin, that's all right. Somebody's gonna be eating some sashimi.
Just the size of a po' boy. All right, folks, another little blackfin. Not big, but you can do a whole lot with this fish. My wife makes a tuna salad. We'll show you the recipe one day. Unbelievable. Nice little tuna steaks also. Put them in a box.
Coming up on Keep On Casting.
Hooked up. Fish on, get him, buddy. Got a little blackfin on a shaky bait. All right.
You know Grafton Dermatology as one of Louisiana's premier skincare and skin cancer treatment centers. Grafton Dermatology will bring your beautiful body to its healthy fullest. Grafton Dermatology provides advanced treatment for all skin conditions, repairing, healing, enhancing. Grafton Dermatology, defining healthier skin and beautiful bodies for over 15 years.
Mention Louisiana, and images of Mardi Gras, jazz clubs, and late-night revelry are most likely the first things that come to mind. But there is far more to Louisiana than the Crescent City. And likewise, New Orleans is much more than the French Quarter and Fat Tuesday. Louisiana is a land of contrasts. Its different regions vary in physical appearance, from gentle rolling hills and lakes in the north to bayou swamps and the Gulf of Mexico in the south. Perhaps there is no better example of contrast than Louisiana's culture. Here, the American South meets French heritage. The result? A genteel Southern pace enveloped by a zest for life. And it's that pursuit of enjoyment that threads throughout Louisiana. Dancing to Zydeco in a local music hall, spicy boiled crawfish and the dare of how hot, casting a reel and hooking a fat bass, flying through a sea of grass on an airboat, the uneasy and mysterious thrill of touring a haunted antebellum home at night, the sound of jazz, blues, and soul drifting from back alleys and open doors. And yes, the craziest party in America, perhaps even the world. Louisiana isn't for spectators. It's for participants. For those that want to feed their soul and not only live the moment, but to become the moment. Here, excitement is a constant pursuit and one that's easily found. Louisiana, feed your soul.
So we made the decision around noon to start putt-putting back in. It took us 4.5, 5 hours to get in. The rest of the teams are still out there. Good luck, guys. Looks like you're gonna need it.
Hooked up, hooked up! Fish on, get him, buddy!
Get him CT. Had to wake you up out of a dead sleep for that one, boy. You staying on top?
Yeah, it feels like another blackfin, man. He's kind of side boat.
Yeah, I got you.
You never know, though. Just be ready, all hands on deck. He made a big run or not?
Yeah, he made a decent run.
Huh? He made it. Must be foul hooked, huh?
What is it?
It feels like a tuna.
Yeah, I think it's...
Looks like a black.
There we go. Coming up. Yeah, it's foul hook. That's why it's feeling so big. Look at him right on the top of his head.
Got a little black fin on a shaky bait.
Stick him before he comes under.
All right, all right.
I thought I had a wahoo, boy.
Oh, I thought you did. All right, guys, we got another little blackfin tuna. We kind of started easing in because the weather's so bad. We're just making our way back, pulling some shaky baits. Picked him up on a little bit of contour change where it came up to about 300 feet. So we're gonna keep easing in, hitting some of these rigs on the way in, making a wrap or two. Hopefully we'll catch another big wahoo. Nice little football right there, Ian. Good job, baby. Put up a little fight. He was kind of foul hooked, huh? Put him in the box. Right at 60.5 pounds, guys, right at 60.5.
Okay, keep grandma out.
No, he's more than 75, bro, I promise you. Hammer, dude. 28, 70.28.
70.28.
Welcome to Keep On Casting, a brand new show that promotes fishing.
I just said I hadn't even had a hit, and something smacked it.
That'll make a po' boy right there, boys.
Woo!
It's a big boy. Family.
Love you, boy. Good shot.
Friends. Ooh, got a good one?
Ooh,
Oh, that's a hammer, boy.
nice, huh?
Outdoor adventures
Got it.
and the Cajun way of life.
Next thing in the pod is venison.
This is what it's about at the hunting camp. Cook a big pasta lie, invite all your friends. What you think, guys? Good. I'm your host, Dr. Bo Graffin.
Got Bo.
And I catch big fish.
Big mangrove, big mangrove. Whoa!
Along with some of my good friends and the best fishermen from South Louisiana.
Oh, there we go, right on schedule. Bull Ridge, here we go. Welcome to South Louisiana fishing.
10 minutes probably trying to swim away.
Yeah, he ain't on it yet. There he is. Look at him, boy, he teased that, huh?
There he is, there he is.
Oh, yeah, boy. That's a bubble mag fish.
Boy, that's a pretty sucker leg.
Oh, there you Oh, that's a good one.
That's what we're looking for.
That is a good one. That's a good one there.
Good Lake Barrette fish right there. Beautiful pre-spawn fish. Beautiful color.
There we go. Swimming at me, girl. What you doing? Look at the thickness of this thing here, boy. That thing thick.
In the boat, Ross, in the boat, in the boat.
How long can you hold him, Bo?
All day long, brother.
There he is right
Fish
there.
on.
Right off the back of that boat. Terrebonne Parish speckled trout right here, baby, Lake the Cad.
Join us as we travel from the bayou to the marsh to the Gulf of Mexico in search of some of the best sport fishing in North America.
Good shot, man.
From bateaus to bass boats to offshore cruisers. Gulf of Mexico, baby. Woo! Each week you can find us right here on CST. All right, folks, we got some nice wahoo we caught down in Cocodrie, Louisiana for Coons West Wahoo Tournament at Trade Winds Marina. We're gonna do one of my wife's favorite recipes. We got second place, by the way. You take fresh wahoo, marinate it in lemon sauce, put a little Tony's on it just for a little seasoning, also a little Tony's in the flour. All you do, you wanna get a little flour on each side of it. We got about a stick and a half of butter in a pan. Get that nice and hot, put it in there. We're gonna go about 3 minutes on each side. Really, really good. As soon as I get the first side cooked, we're gonna throw some chopped pecans. We got some fine chopped pecans here. We're gonna put that in, let those saute while we're cooking the second side. And then all you do is put that on the top. You wanna make sure your fire is hot, but not hot enough to singe that butter. So folks, we got some nice fresh wahoo here. Once again, we caught this last weekend. In my opinion, the best fish in the ocean. You want to cook it for about 3 minutes on the first side. As soon as you're finished with that, you throw some pecans in, you get it between there so it gets down in the butter, soaks up some of that buttery flavor. Flip it over, 3 minutes on the other side, take it out, put those pecans on top. Good. Getting close right there. Some finely chopped pecans. Get a little in there. About a handful per piece. Start sauteing those up. About ready to flip. And wahoo is a very, very white, flaky meat. And what I like about this recipe, it's really, you're relying mostly on the fish flavor. Just a really good fish. The pecan just gives a little extra. And cooking anything in butter is good. Stir your pecans around a little bit. While you're cooking, you put a little lemon on there. And usually with wahoo, there's no fishy flavor, but if there is a little bit of fishy flavor, takes that away. About ready to put it on the plate. Take those pecans, get you some on top of each piece. Right there, boy. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. And I can't take credit for this, but I can't remember where I learned it either. All right. All right, folks, there it is. Pecan crusted wahoo, some of the best. You can also do this with snapper, mangrove snapper, really good. It's not good if you got a little blood in the meat. Most of the time you want a white fish. Tile fish is really good like this, but this is some of the best. And we can taste some. Excellent. So stay tuned for more recipes and keep on casting. So we had a great time fishing wahoo. I hope you learned something and appreciate that action. We want to thank Coon Schwest for sponsoring us at Trade Winds Marina in Cocodrie, Louisiana. We want to thank our troops for doing everything that they do for us. Without them, we couldn't do what we do. Until next time, keep on casting.
So in honor of my buddy Tony, he loves Boudreaux jokes, this one's for you. So Boudreaux, he was out of work. So just so happened, he's thumbing through the Daily Comet. Sees a job at the power plant. So he says, you know, I'm gonna get my resume together and I'm gonna hand deliver it to the boss. So sure enough, he does that, goes over there. Well, darn it, look who shows up too, Thibodeau. So the boss says, well, let me read y'all resumes. Briefed over him real quick. He said, looks good. I'm gonna give y'all a written test. So they both take the test, they turn it in. A little while later, the boss comes out there. He says, well, he said, I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Thibodeau. Boudreaux couldn't believe it. He's like, I know I'm smarter than that dummy right there. There's no way. What did he make on the test? He said, well, y'all both missed one, number 7. He said, Thibodeau answered, I don't know. Boudreaux, you answered, me neither. Go figure.
She gonna love me.